Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing midweek mini number 8, where we have small orders from small businesses and we have a little chat. So today I do firstly have to apologise for last week. I had a bit of a drama. I'm a bit of a technophobe anyway, as you might know, and basically my very old ancient phone, which I did my editing on, decided to do the black screen of death just as I'd finished editing a video last week. It wasn't the midweek mini. Thankfully I had not done all the editing for midweek mini. I had recorded it, or some of it, but I just didn't know, because I'm a technophobe, how to quickly get it, and I didn't want to do the stress thing, so I thought, do you know what, we'll leave it this week and we'll get back to it. And the irony it was, I already had ordered a new phone which was due to arrive Thursday, and my phone died on the Tuesday, and I took it to our local computer IT technology guy, and basically the memory had died on my phone and I can't get anything that was on my phone, videos, photos, anything from any apps that I've kept. I've got like a house plant one that I use called Blossom. I lost everything, so I'm dealing with that right now, which might seem small for some people, but it just, and like I live by my memo pad on my phone. I had over 200 memos on my phone. I can't get any of them back, so I'm just kind of dealing with it now. But anyway, enough of that. I hope you're all well, and we're going to get on with midweek mini number 8. I've also got my new phone, so I'm going to try and use it for a few close-ups if I can. Getting a bit technical for me, I must admit, but yeah, let's do it. So first thing I wanted to show you was another order from the Peachy Pear Co. Now, they do a few different things. You may have seen on my Instagram, if you haven't, it's linked below, a few of the clothing items that I have got of theirs. I'm actually wearing a pair of harem trousers today, which I've not photographed yet, but I will do, that are from them, which I love. They're so comfy. But I've got a few different items here, and they've been sat in this box waiting for me to open them. So let's go through. The first item I have, and I'm not going to open them in here because I do have a few superstitions, and one is opening umbrellas indoors, and this is one of their parasols. I actually ordered 2, so they're very slightly different, similar but slightly different, and I will put some pictures of them up on Insta. So here they are, and I'll just give you a little close-up of the material. So again, this will be going, there will be some pictures taken, and they will go up on Insta. I believe these were old stock from last year. I can't remember how much they were, but I will put all the info on Insta once I remember. But just look at the beautiful, the recycled saris they're made from. And yeah, so I will be putting some proper nice pictures, that's good English, up on Insta of these ones. And they're just nice parasols to keep you, help keep you cool in the sun. And I've really been wanting to get to use them, but I have been waiting to film. So here they are, and they will look, well, you'll see how they look when they're open, when I do some photos for Insta. So if you're not following me on Insta, please go and find me, the link's below. So that's first of all, we've got some of those. I'm just going to pop them down here because they are quite big. And speaking of big, if you thought that was big, I really wanted one of these last year and they didn't have any. And Kate, who runs Peachy Pear Co, kept this one for her, but she didn't use it. Now this is one of their sari, recycle sari, like little tents, teepees. I obviously can't get all of this on here. I hope you're seeing this, but yeah, just this beautiful saris. And again, when I get this open, and you can see you've got this hang it from. So this is the last one, and it was £35. And I just got it because I thought this would be so lovely and zen to go and sit in, get some throws, get some cushions, and just go chilling in the garden. And again, when this gets set up, I will post on Insta, so keep an eye on my Insta. So that's my second item, this beautiful sari tent or TP. My next item is, I think this is the last one from this order, a piece of clothing. Again, something, because I was still following them then and I didn't get anything. This is another pair of dungers, but it was last year's style. So we've got the instructions for the dungers, if you would like to see. But yeah, here they are. So just very slightly different from last year's, from this year, sorry. If you saw my last one or you've seen my picture on Insta, you've got the spiral of life on the front, and it's like on a pocket. These are a beautiful purple, my favourite colour, and this time you've got this logo. So very similar, you know, not too different to the one from this year, but it's just this, they're not hemp, these are cotton. The other ones were hemp. But yeah, it's just a really nice colour, beautiful purple witchy colour. You've got the drop crotch here, like, you know, like the harem crotch, and you've got these here. It's just such a nice material. And the other, if they're half as comfy as the other ones, I will be very happy. And you've got, last year's ones had the 2 buttons rather than the 3. They're just very slightly sort of different, differently made, you know, from last year's, the newer ones from this year's with the spiral. Very similar. I do think I prefer the bigger buttons on these older ones than the newer ones. That would be my main thing, because I found the smaller buttons on the hemp ones came undone easier when you were wearing them, so I'm hoping these bigger buttons on last year's will be a better idea. That's about the only thing I've got to say about last year's ones, is the whole situation with the buttons for this year's ones. Other than that, I mean, they're so comfy. So I'm so glad I managed, because I think she only had 2 pairs of these ones from last year left. So I was very happy to get those. So that is Peachy Pear. And I'm just going to pop, if I can fold them, semi-professional, says me, I'll pop these over there to represent Peachy Pear. So there are, that's really badly done, but there are, can you see that over there? That is my Peachy Pear order. I have the 2 parasols, the tent, and my lovely dungers. I'm hoping you guys are okay. It's been very hot mainly here. It's just been crazy busy with hospital appointments and all the boring stuff. Childling has gone to stay with his nan for the first time since, I think it was March. So he's having a few days there. Mr. Jenny and I are just having a, you know, we went to do a bit of shopping the other day after we went to the hospital. I went to TK Maxx because I so desperately want one of the backrests. Ideally the skeleton one. If not the ghost one, but I prefer the skeleton one. And I don't live anywhere near one, and we were exhausted, but I was so desperate to go and see. And bless her heart, there was a young assistant. So if the young assistant in Shrewsbury, which I doubt, but is watching this, I was so grateful to her. She actually put down everything she's doing, and she said to me, I will go and see if there is one. And she went back and she came out with 2 different cushions and said, we've got these out the back that we haven't put out yet. She said, but the one that you want isn't here yet. And she said it should be there in 2 weeks. So, and that was on the 5th of July. So fingers crossed it'll be there. Although at the moment I can only go when I'm, you know, able to travel. But I was just so hoping to get one. But I did manage to get some, because everything is, they're doing clearance at the minute, she said, to make way for the Halloween stuff. And I got 5 new plant pots for my houseplants to go in. Yeah, they were lovely. 3 with like cactus designs on, and 2 sort of like grey sort of marble effect. So I got those, and Mr. Jenny got some gardening tools in the sale. And I did look at the wind chimes and things, but I don't know, it's just we couldn't decide which ones we liked. There was a couple of skull ornaments there, which are already now up on the TK Maxx website. And the only cushion that I saw that was already out, that was different and not on the website, was one in the shape of an owl, but it didn't really grab me, to be honest. So we left that one. But yeah, so that was what we got from TK Maxx. And then what did we do? Oh, we went to Dobby's, because I've not been to Dobby's for well over 2 or 3 years, on the way home, because that's kind of on the way home for us. And we popped in there and had a coffee because we were both exhausted. And somebody had told me, I remember when we walked in, because we only went for coffee, that they have a really decent houseplant collection there now, compared to the last time I went. And oh my gosh, I could have bought so many plants, and I came back with a couple of, I don't have anywhere to put house plants, by the way, anymore. There's no room. But I came back with a couple of, well, one wish list plant and a plant that, because ferns and I don't get on, I kill ferns. But I got a crocodile fern because I've always thought they were cool and I've never seen one in real life. So I thought I would try one and see how I get on with it. And probably kill it, I'm afraid, because I'm just not good with them. So I got that, and I nearly got another pickle plant, but I didn't want to keep spending, so I got my wish list plant, which Mr. Journey just picked up and shoved in it. He said, no, you should have it, because it was $24.99 and I wouldn't usually spend that much on a plant. But I have been wanting one for a while. It's a succulent that looks like a cactus. I might put a picture up on Insta soon. And I got the crocodile fern, which was a TLC plant. It was in the reduced section because it wasn't very well, but it's looking a bit better already. And then I got a reduced lavender, and I got a couple of other plants. Oh, Mr. Journey got a chili plant in the reduced section. There was quite a few in like the neglected section where they'd either been overwatered or underwatered or whatever. So we got a few bits there, and that was it really. So that was sort of Wednesday the 5th, and then on Thursday, Henry, one of my sheep, my baby, love of my life, other than Mr. Journey obviously, who is more dog than sheep, he went to have a dental, which is not commonly done on sheep, but if you know horses, it's very commonly done. It's a very similar procedure, and he's getting on a bit, and I was concerned he had spurs, so he went and had his teeth done, and we got some very funny photos, which did make us laugh. So, yeah, so Henry had his teeth done on Thursday, and then Friday, yeah, Mr. Jenny and I decided to start doing stuff with the garden. We quite like our garden anyway, but there's just a few things we've been putting off. And we basically did a load of painting. I have gone purple mad. I love purple, it's my favourite colour, as you might be able to tell. Went purple mad, purple, I've just been painting purple everywhere. Again, I might put some pictures on Insta. Mr. Journey, because of his job, is amazing at painting. He doesn't get paint on the floor, he doesn't get covered in paint. It's just like, I don't know how he can paint a wall and not get paint anywhere. I mean, you're lucky if it's on his fingers, and I'm not even joking. Whereas me, I finished painting and it was in my hair, all over my clothes. It'd gone through my bra, too much information. It was just everywhere. My hair was stuck together. Yeah, there was paint everywhere, and I only did a few wooden doors, and I painted a table purple. So yeah, so another recommendation for Enchanting soap, because the whip soap, I managed to get all of it off with the whip soap, even out of my hair. So yeah, another one for Enchanting soap. So that was that, and I just felt so much better when it had been painted. And then I've got a little project I've been meaning to do. Mr. Journey made the guinea pigs like a couple of years ago, a little outdoor, like a little hut to go in when they're in the run. And it's just boring plain wood, it never even got painted. And I always envisioned, because he put a nice little round door on it, that I was going to make it look a bit like a hobbit hole. So I started doing that. That's my little project this week. I've started making the little boring, kind of functional but boring guinea pig hide for the run into a hobbit hole. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but if it turns out okay, I'll put a picture on Insta. Anyway, now you've heard about most of my week, let's get on with midweek money number 2. So the next one, I can't show you most of this because, I'm just going to move these here, because it's got my address and everything on. but I can show you who it's from. Can you see? Now this is a artist that I kind of found kind of accidentally, and I don't actually remember because it was a few years ago where I originally saw her, but this wonderfully talented lady has a business. She's as you can see, she's an illustrator, she's an artist, and she was illustrating her own children's book, which is all going to be linked below, by the way. And she was looking for pictures of dogs playing to go in her book, and she did a lot of sketches, and one of the sketches was of our Mia and Shiloh playing, and it became a card on her Etsy, which is also linked below. And I loved it, and I bought a few and I stuck one on the wall. Well, anyway, I'd been meaning for ages to ask her if she would do our other two dogs. So I did, and I also asked her, because she said she'd need to do it a bigger size, which I can understand, to get the detail. I asked her, would she be able to do a print of her card called Let's Play, which is Mia and Shiloh, the same size, so I could put them up on the wall together. So she kindly did a print the same size of Shiloh and Mia, and she also, I love it, I can see it already, and she also did an original picture of Maisie and River. So first of all, I'm going to open this thank you card, which is very kind of her. Very kind. You know when you sometimes see people's writing and you know kind of, you can see how like kind and bubbly they are from the writing. Don't you think she's got really like happy writing? Does that make sense? Anyway, so you can see from this card her beautiful style there, and inside is my invoice, and oh bless her heart. So she sent me this one from it. Look how happy her writing is. So it's just about the order, which is very kind, and I want to show you her business card. Again, another one of her beautiful quirky drawings. I think as soon as, with some artists, you can tell that it's them just from their style. And then there is all of her details, but it will also be below. Please excuse my nails. As I said, I've been painting and everything, and I managed to rip my nails. So there we go. There's Kerry's details, which will also be below. So that is the first bit. Now I need to show you this. So it's very well protected, classic artist thing to use the back of a sketch pad to give firmness so it doesn't go. So here we go. So first of all, here is the print, or prints I should say, of, because Kerry said in that she'd sent me another one so I could, you know, use it myself, trim it down. So this is a print of the original picture she did of Mia and Shiloh. So here we go, here we have it. This is Shiloh, our Saluki Lurcher, and this is Mia, our Lurcher, so she's Greyhound Border Collie. We think she's a rescue, she's about 15, 16 now. And this is Shiloh, she's about 5 now, well she is 5 now. So there's my girls. I'll put the picture, the original picture, up on Insta with it so you can see the reference photo that Kerry had. And then she sent me kindly, because they did an A4 this one to cut down if I want to use this one as well, which is very nice. I also ordered, and then this is the picture, which is an original. So this is, again, I'll put the original photo up as well. This is River and Maisie. This is Maisie. This is River. This actually happened. I think the original was even a screenshot from a video that I did when Maisie was jumping over River to try and get her to chase her. And Kerry actually did a sketch of River as a puppy. I haven't got a copy of that one myself, but I know she did, because I think I screenshotted it because it was in like a collage of lots of others when she'd been sketching. So she's actually done River as a puppy as well. I just think that's so nice. And then they'll go on the wall sort of next to each other like this. They're just so lovely. Really, really pleased with those. Really lovely. So yeah, there we go. And then of course I have these lovely cards. I have one on the wall in here. And I just got a couple more just to keep. And I send them to people sometimes when I'm just like putting a note in something. I'll send one of these to the girls. I think there's a couple more of these left on Kerry's Etsy. So if you want to get a picture of Mia and Shiloh playing on a card of your own to keep, then there are some still on the Etsy. So there we go. The other thing this week, I just remembered. So Lyra the hare, who lives up our land, who's very precious, she has been there for a while now, as you might know, if you've seen any other midweek minis. But I turned on the field camera just to have a check one morning, and I managed to film this. Lyra, which I think is the one behind, and another hare, so 2 hares up there. I couldn't tell who the other one was, or if I even knew that one from that, because it was such a, so far away. When I'm watching it, I can zoom in on the camera, but I can't when it's recorded. So I knew definitely Lyra was one, but I'm not sure who the other one was. I just thought it was so cool that she was there with a friend. So next item is rather large. It's this big box here, and I can't show you the other side because it's got my address, but I thought we should open this one together because this is a company, a first for me. Kerry's was the first unboxing on here. I've had stuff from her before, obviously, but this is a company that I really wanted to use, and I haven't yet. I've followed them for ages. Another one that I found via the online market. So if you don't go to the online market, you really need to go and have a look because they're just amazing. So yeah, let's take off the packaging. Now I know what this is, and believe it or not, I paid for this 2 days ago and it's arrived. Talk about efficient, that is just amazing, isn't it? But anyway, let's open this up, see if you can guess who it is, and then I'll tell you what it is. Because if you frequent the online markets, not very good, you're really well wrapped. You'll probably recognise the style. Again, another person whose style gives them away. So look, really well wrapped. Really well wrapped. Look at all that. Lovely to see all the recycled packaging. That's amazing. Okay, I'll take the card out of the way, just in case you want to have a guess. Oh, and the suspense, because it's upside down. Well, because I opened it this way. Right, okay, let's get the box out of the way. So, can you guess yet? Okay, let's have a look. Let me open up the bubble. Let's open up the bubble wrap and not pop the bubbles. Don't anyone used to do that all the time, like you just have to pop the bubbles? Or is that just me? Okay. So again, really well wrapped. Can you tell what it is? Really well wrapped. Again, use recycled card to stabilise it and give it extra protection. Loving all that. Okay. Can you guess what it's going to be? I think you can from that. But open it again. You can tell this person knows how to wrap things. Okay. Ooh, the suspense, because there's a piece of cardboard there. Right. I'll let you see it. Oh my gosh. I'll let you see. Oh my gosh. Okay. You can see it, and then you can guess who it's by, because, yeah. So we've got a nice jet black frame. Oh my gosh, it's like, it is velvet. Look at that stunning moth. As you might know, Silence of the Lambs is one of my favourite films. I haven't opened Dead Set Co on here before, but Dead Set Co, Laura, I've got one of these moths in a frame that she did, a real one, and rather than the Jodie Foster background, it's got quotes, so it's kind of like a subtle, you know, you wouldn't know what it was unless you knew the quotes. And I just love this. Well, I like the Luna moth she did as well. There are a few pieces I like, but I couldn't afford more than one. And Mr. Jenny and I decided to go for this one. I would love one of her lampshades to go in here eventually. So this is going to go on the wall. I'm not sure where yet. But it's just stunning. And it's velvet, it's printed. And of course, if you haven't guessed, see them just going on about how amazing it is. So, it is by the wonderful Jo at Pattenorium. It's just stunning. Oh, same pattern on the back. So yeah, and there's Jo's info, and I will of course link it below, but I love that the pattern is pretty much that one. That is awesome. So there we go, her wonderful business card there. That will be going in my bag. All these business cards, I keep at least one of each one with me, in case I ever speak to anybody and I go, I know who you should have a look at, and I can go, this person. So there we go. I just love it. It's just stunning. It is velvet. It's just gorgeous. The quality is amazing. Yeah, my first ever piece, and it won't be my last, from Pattenorium. Jo is so talented, so I'm really pleased to have one of her items in the midweek mini. And you know what, guys? I think this is going to be it for this week. I think 3 unboxings for a change is good. I think 3 is enough. I don't want to spoil you too much. I need to keep you coming back for more. Anyway, guys, I hope you've had a good week. Let me know what you've been doing this week. I'd love to know. Have you been out in the garden? Have you just been in the house chilling with the fan on? Because it's been so hot in the UK. I would love to know what you guys have been doing. And also, we've been trying to just keep the animals cool. It's just been so hot. It's been so hot, but yeah, it's we've enjoyed the week so far. Chardling is back home the day this goes out, but the reality is we've actually got a few days until then. So yeah, we're just enjoying having some quality time, and just getting the garden looking nice. I've got a few ideas for some witchy stuff outside that I want to do. I've got my sundial, which has been sitting for ages to go out, which has gone out, and I'm just looking forward to making the garden even more magical than it already is. But until next time, guys, I hope you're well. If you like this sort of content, witchy, boho, alternative, small businesses, give us a subscribe, give us a like, give us a share. Pop your mouse or your console or whatever you use onto that notification bell and hit it, because then you'll know when my videos come out. They come out on a Saturday at 6 PM. Sometimes I do a Sunday video for catch up. There's quite a few at the moment. That's also 6 PM, and I aim to get this video out by 6 PM on a Wednesday. I do my best. It just depends on the internet connection. So until next time, guys, I hope you like these companies. Please go check them all out, because they're all amazing and lovely people. And I'm sending you all my brightest blessings. Goodbye.